All right, 5 tasty questions with Executive Chef Staffan Terje at PERBACCO. Chef, glad to see you. First, your earliest food memory.
Wow. I grew up on a farm, so there was a lot of food memories. My mom is a great cook. My grandmothers were great cooks. But one thing I really remember was, as a kid, we would go fish in the Baltic Sea for Baltic herring, which are really small. And my grandmother would pan fry them.
Oh.
And they're about the size of our sardines here. And you would have that really crispy tail. My grandfather would show me how to bone a fish. And you know, when you're 3 years old, that is just exciting. And to this day, you know, I love small fish like that.
I love it. What is your guilty food pleasure?
Guilty food pleasure. I don't feel guilty at all. There are certain things I don't eat that often. Once in a while, I will sneak into an In-N-Out burger and get a double-double, but I don't feel guilty about it.
What do you love to drink with a meal?
Depends on. My tastes change. I love wine, but lately I feel my taste buds are changing more towards beer. Love lighter style beers. Some of the Japanese ones are great, and I've also started to like eating Japanese food when I'm out.
Your favorite San Francisco restaurant?
Favorite San Francisco restaurant? You know, that is really hard because, one, I'm in the restaurant here a lot working, so I don't go out that often. And when I do, it's a treat. There are so many great chefs and there's so many colleagues, so I would feel awkward to name one. But if I have to pick one, and I just had a lovely meal there, would be a Cisa or cooks amazing food, and I've seen his food evolve. But he cooks one of the dishes that kind of defined something for me, and which is his couscous. After I had his couscous, which is a very simple dish, everything else just doesn't measure up. Plus, he's an incredible man himself, so great friend.
Beautiful. And lastly, your last supper. You can have 2 guests at the table, dead or alive, and what would you eat?
We talked about this a little bit earlier. Not freshly dead. That would be quite boring. Person that I got to meet a few years back, who unfortunately has passed away, but a great treasure, was Julia Childs. And she really, in her own words, she's a hoot.
A hoot!
Just really, really interesting. After that, you know, Liam, why don't you join me?
Oh, I love you, man. What are we going to eat, though?
You know, anything that just makes us happy. If I had to say so, bring me bloody steak and good wine. But, you know, I'm up for some veggies, too.
Chef Staffan, 5 tasty answers to 5 tasty questions. Cheers.